This explanation is the continuation of the previous explanation. Okay, let me continue. We know that from the previous, carboxylic acid is the strongest organic acid compared to phenol and alcohol. Why is it like that? Atoms or groups that draw electron away from the carbonate group will help the anion to form, and this causes the acid to be more dissociated. So the presence of electron withdrawing group, which is in here is oxygen, withdraws the electron from the hydrogen. That makes the hydrogen is not able to reform the hydroxide ion in the structure of carboxylic acid. And there is another electron withdrawing group, oxygen, which is double covalently bonded with carbon. This oxygen also withdraws electron from the carbon. Make this carbon become electropositive or become electrophile. But this presence of two electron withdrawing group that makes anion stronger, that overcome the positive charge of the carbon. That makes the negative charge is spread over the structure of the carboxylic acid. Okay, next here there is a list of formula of acid with the pKa value and the percentage dissociation of the acid. Of course, dissociation in aqueous solution. Okay, let's see. There is carboxylic acid, and then there is an electron withdrawing. There is a positive inductive effect from the CH3, and then there is also two positive inductive effect that makes the percentage of dissociation decreases. So the more alkyl attached to the carboxylate, that makes the acid not strong. The less positive inductive effect that makes the acid becomes stronger. And then also in this one there is a presence of chloride. The presence of chlorine that makes the electron withdrawing group. So the more electron withdrawing group in the structure of carboxylic acid, the stronger the acid. Okay, this statement is consistent with the other textbook. The acidity of carboxylic acid. Carboxylic acid display typical reactions of acid of excess hydrogen ion in their aqueous solution. So the portion of this equilibrium lies well over to the left hand side. The dissociation constant of ethanoic acid at room temperature is 1.7 times 10 to the power of negative 5. Remember that the smaller the Ka value, the weaker the acid. We know pKa is different from Ka. Okay. pKa equals to minus log Ka. Carboxylic acid are stronger acid than alcohol. Why is it like that? This is the explanation. The OH in the carboxylic acid is weakened by the carbonyl group. The carboxylate ion is stabilized by the localization of electrons around the carboxylate ion. This delocalization spreads out the negative charge on the carboxylate ion, reducing its charge density and making it less likely to bond with hydrogen ion to reform the undissociated acid molecule. So as I said from the previous book, the negative charge is spread over the carboxylate ion. And then this one, electron withdrawing group bonded to the carbon atom next to COH make the acid stronger. There are two reasons. Electron withdrawing group further weaken the OH bond in the undissociated acid molecule. Electron withdrawing group extend the delocalization of the negative charge on the carboxylate of the carboxylate ion, further increasing the stabilizing of the carboxylate and making it less likely to bond with the hydrogen ion. Okay, so in here, consistent with the other textbook, chlorine, the presence of chlorine makes the Ka value become bigger. We note that if smaller Ka value, the weaker the acid. So here we can see the Ka value getting increased. Why is it like this? The explanation: trichloroethanoic acid has 3 strongly electronegative chlorine atoms, all withdrawing electrons from the carboxylic acid, weakening the hydroxide bond more than the other acid. So in conclusion, the more electron withdrawing group, the stronger the acid is. Okay, next, let's see here. Let's go back to the previous textbook. Okay, let's continue here. The effect on the electron donating or electron withdrawing group is seen even when such groups are situated on the opposite side of the benzene ring. The carboxylic acid group, this is benzoic acid. This is methyl benzoic acid. This is 4-chlorobenzoic acid. The more electron withdrawing group, more dissociation, the stronger the acid is. There is a positive inductive effect here that makes the acid become not as strong as the presence of electron withdrawing group. And then further oxidation of some carboxylic acid. Unlike other aliphatic carboxylic acid, what is aliphatic? Aliphatic is a long structure, long alkyl. Methanoic acid does not contain any alkyl chain attached to the carboxylic acid group. Instead, the HCO group, consisting of hydrogen attached to carbonyl group, has some reaction with in common with aldehydes. So this reaction is similar to an aldehyde. That makes the reaction between methanoic acid and potassium dichromate. The dichromate here plays an important role, while the potassium is become the spectator ion. The potassium dichromate must be in the presence of acid, any acid. So the dichromate will be changed into the chromium ion, and the product is carbon dioxide gas. So from methanoic acid can be changed into carbon dioxide. We call this is the oxidation of carboxylic acid. Not all carboxylic acid will undergo oxidation. We know that from AS level, carboxylic acid is the end product of oxidation. But there is an exception. Certain carboxylic acid can undergo oxidation. The second type is ethanedioic acid. Ethanedioic acid, it contains 2 carboxylic acid, one right, one on the left. In the presence of acidified potassium permanganate, this ethane-dioic acid will oxidize become carbon dioxide. This forms the basis of an accurate volumetric method of analyzing solution contains ethane-dioic acid or its salt. Similar type of reaction is alpha keto acid are oxidized by alkaline hydroxide hydrogen peroxide with the loss of carbon atom. Why its name is alpha? Alpha here means that this one is containing enantiomers. I hope you still remember what enantiomer is. Enantiomer is a molecule that can undergo optical isomerism. So this one, it has a chiral center. This one is the chiral center. Okay, let's see from the other textbook. The other textbook also explaining about this one, oxidation of 2-carboxylic acid. This is methanoic acid, a stronger reducing agent than other carboxylic acid, so it can undergo further oxidation. So what is the reason methanoic acid can undergo oxidation? Because it is a stronger reducing agent. This one, it involves the oxidizing agent breaking down the methanoic acid to form carbon dioxide. So in the presence of copper in failing is reduced to copper 1 ion, which precipitate out as red copper oxide. When methanoic acid is oxidized by failing solution, the same positive result will be obtained. With Tholen reagent, the silver ion present, silver ion is reduced to silver metal. So not only using potassium dichromate, but can also use Tholen or failing reagent. Okay, and then this one, the obvious result, the result is with potassium dichromate will turn orange to green solution, and then with potassium manganate when acidified will decolorize the purple solution of potassium manganate. Okay, next. Another example of carboxylic acid that can be oxidized is ethane-dioic acid, a dicarboxylic acid. It has 2 carboxylic acid, one on the left, one on the right. A solution, this one, can be used to standardize the solution of potassium manganate as methanoic acid result formation of carbon dioxide. The solid ethane-dioic acid can be weighed out to make standard solution of known concentration. This is warmed, so the condition has to be warm, and the presence of potassium manganate reagent to be standardized is run in from a burette. The end point of the titration without the presence of any indicator, because the potassium manganate itself is an indicator as it changes color when the reaction is already completed. So the solution turns from purple, turns the pink solution, turns from purple into colorless. Okay, this process is auto-catalyzed, in which one of the product reaction acts as catalyst for the reaction. Okay, and then let's go back to the previous textbook. Now I hope all of you do not confuse about the oxidation of carboxylic acid and then also the acidity property of carboxylic acid. Next time I will continue with the explanation of acyl chlorides.